I notice it's like it's a gender war going on. So that's why it's so hard to date people, because most of the time you trying to date a girl and she trying to act like a nigga, or you feel me, vice versa. Like a female, you trying to fuck with a dude and he acting like a bitch. Like, you feel me? So that's why the dating shit, that shit is really cooked nowadays. That's why it's better just to focus on yourself, real shit. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JUAN 1000. You know I keep it a band all the time. Owner and CEO of Safari Clothing, aka Rare Journey. Cause life is a journey, man. Back at it again with another reaction video with JUAN Reacts. We react to everything on my life journey. Tonight, man, it's a late night reaction, man. You know I got work tomorrow, so you know I'm gonna get these videos in for y'all. You got a reaction to that boy KoldHeartKam, the brutal reality of what women are attracted to. Now, y'all already know, modern women in 2024 ain't shit. We already know that. But there's some real ones out there. I haven't met no real females, man. Like, really, a female just start tweaking on me today, bro. I noticed, man, when females not on your level, bro, they just gonna tweak. But we gonna see what he talking about. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video, man. If I got some women subscribers, I love y'all too. But some of y'all gotta get y'all shit together. But let's head back into it, no cap.
Have a solid job, makes $90,000 and upwards. He's 6'1". He likes fitness, graduated from a good school, but he says he's not on social media. He prefers people who are interesting, smart, and genuine. He said all of the 3 females I've approached in recent times are all dating. They're dating older, more established men. It's not hard to become disillusioned. Are the apps the next best choice? It seems like no one is looking for anything romantic. Is anyone else in a similar situation? And how did you overcome it? Now, I want to...
Before I even let him talk, it's crazy because there's a lot of great men out here. Y'all gotta understand, there's a lot of great men and women out here. But right now in our society, everybody's divided. Like, the women are divided from the males are divided from the women. Men, same shit. Like, I noticed it's like it's a gender war going on. So that's why it's so hard to date people, because most of the time you trying to date a girl and she trying to act like a nigga, or you feel me, vice versa. Like a female, you trying to fuck with a dude and he acting like a bitch. Like, you feel me? So that's why the dating shit, that shit is really cooked nowadays. That's why it's better just to focus on yourself, real shit.
Answer this question, but I also want to speak to something else that, again, is going to be a very tough reality, a very hard pill for a lot of y'all to swallow. Listen, first of all, you're 25, you have a solid job, you're 6'1", you know what I mean? So as far as, you know, what you're describing right here, it doesn't seem like you are at a disadvantaged position, at least not physically. And you got to understand that it's really all about volume. You've approached 3 women, and none of them were, you know, they were all, I guess, dating other people. I don't know. He said they are all dating. So I don't know if they're dating other people or if it just didn't work out. But you got to get your volume up a little bit, bro, right? It's a little bit of a numbers game. Right. Now, I'm not telling you to just go and talk to every single girl, but approaching 3 women is generally not going to get you the best amount of results. But what I will say is there's obviously a limit to that. Like, some people in the comment section was talking about you need to approach 700 women and all of that. You don't need to do all that, bro, right? But just more than 3, all right? More than 3 will generally get you better results than what you had.
And what I'm going to tell y'all males that subscribe to me, don't go out your way to, like, get with a girl, bro. Like, at the end of the day, you got to be a man. You got to stand focused on your vision, your purpose. Like, if you gotta do extra stuff to link with her, you gotta, like, go out the way and gas it just to get her attention, bro, she not for you. Most of these women are attention whores. What you gotta understand, they already have simp niggas tapping in with them. So if you do the same shit they doing, you're not gonna be different. And usually that's why they don't like the boss niggas. That's why they don't like niggas with confidence, because they know they can't control them. You dig what I'm saying, man? I'm gonna scoot this mic up, but yeah, like, that's really all it be for real. Like, you gotta really know who you are as a man, so you won't be lost out here chasing ass for real.
But that's just the answer to your question directly. It's that you just need to get your volume up. But now I want to get into something that a lot of people will never ever really come to grips with, and it's a very tough reality, but it is reality. You have to understand that there are dynamics at play that you cannot control. For example, yes, you are 6'1", you 25, you say you like fitness, you probably in shape, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. But here is the thing, the elephant in the room is that you are an Asian man. And there's no other way to get around this. And this is not me, this is not my personal opinion, but I'm just talking about how society views certain types of people. society views Asian men as more feminine, typically. I'm not saying that's the case. I know some Asians that's super masculine. I know some jacked Asians. I know some Asians that will that'll mess you up, bro. Don't mess with them. Don't fuck with them. But at the same time, that is just generally how society views Asian men, right? Because society typically views Asians as more submissive, as more on the feminine side, right? That's why Asian women are pretty sought after. It's because they're viewed as the quote-unquote most submissive, right? Is this indicative of what they are in real life? Like, is that what every Asian person is like? No, but I'm telling you that this is how they are perceived. Understand that a lot of attraction has to do with how you're perceived. Why do you think black men are sought after by, by a plethora of women? Why do you think white women and Hispanic women, why do you think they like to go after black men? It's because on the opposite end of the spectrum, black men are seen or perceived as the most masculine. Now, I know some very non-masculine black men as well, but that's how society perceives.
And there's a thing about our society, man. People don't even got to get to know you nowadays. All they got to do is hit that social media button. Once they start seeing who you are, that's when they judge you right there. That's when they have that perception of you right there. And that's what really fucked up about our generation. Like, no one takes the time to get to know one another. And that turns into more just isolation. And that's why, like I said, that's why Gen Z, we are the worst at dating. We are the worst at actually having real relationships, because not everybody's real like you who watching this video. You feel what I'm saying?
These black men, right? And that obviously comes with its own shortcomings as well, right? We're perceived as more masculine, yet we're also perceived as more aggressive, more dangerous, more harmful, right? So there's obviously ups and downs to the stereotypes for whoever you are, but realize that what your race is matters. And this is something that nobody wants to talk about. As a black man, you have an advantage in the masculinity department because you're going to be perceived as more masculine just off your race. And we know that when it comes to attraction, a girl knows whether or not she wants to give up the box or not within the first 30 seconds to a minute. So what that means is that when a girl sees you and she sees a black man, you already kind of have a little bit of a boost, right? Now, obviously, this ain't every single woman, but in general in society, that's how it goes, right? And then I would say white men, right, they right there too. They right up there too. But in general, if we talk about stereotypes, black men are seen as the most masculine. Asian men are seen as some of the least masculine. That is just how society goes. And again, perception is everything when it comes to attraction, and these are hard truths that you have to come to grips with. Like, for example, if you South Asian, or if you Indian, or whatever the case may be, it's gonna be very difficult for you to date outside your race, bro. If you Asian, it's gonna be very difficult.
No cap, I'm finna start hopping on these dating apps overseas, man. Like, I'm about to just start reaching out to some overseas females or something. Like, I don't know, as a black man, to me, I feel like black women hate on black men a lot. A lot of black women hate on me. I don't know why. I think it's just because I'm successful, and like that's what I'm saying. Most women are used to not having shit niggas. Like, they're used to just having niggas that are bums. So that's saying he right about the perception, because like however you're perceived, that's how people gonna judge you, man. Like, but that's what I'm saying. That's why you gotta know who you are. That's what always come back to the self-love. At the end of the day, regardless of this attraction, riz, trying to get female, at the end of the day, bro, love yourself. You gonna be good regardless. If you love yourself, you're gonna be straight, and the right female gonna come.
Especially an Asian man, it's gonna be difficult for you to date outside your race. Now, obviously, you got white men, you have Hispanics. They fall kind of somewhere in between. You know what I mean? It kind of just depends. You know what I mean? It obviously it kind of varies. You got some white men that be super tatted up, bald, you know what I'm saying? They're perceived as more on the masculine side. But you also got the white man that's super skinny, you know what I mean? With a very feminine kind of look to them, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with Hispanics, you know what I mean? So they fall somewhere kind of in the middle. But I'm just telling you that the way that you are perceived matters to women, bro. This matters, and it limits your dating pool, bro. It definitely limits your dating pool, right? But understand that at the end of the day, no matter what you are, you will usually always have access to your same race. You're going to have access, if you black, you're going to have access to black women, usually. If you Asian, you're going to have access to Asian women. If you Mexican, you're going to have access to Mexican women.
White,
these are harsh truths that we have to accept. right? Understand that when it comes to interracial relationships, you may be at an advantage or a disadvantage. That means your dating pool may be bigger or smaller. And the quicker that you understand this, the quicker that you'll start to understand other things that you're not in control of. Again, like height. This guy's 6'1", he's at an advantage. So his dating pool as an Asian man is a little bit bigger than the average Asian dude in America.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that it's just this huge pool, right? Because he's 6'1", so that adds a little bit to it. But at the same time, there are factors that are taking away from that as well. So understand that there are things that you can't control, bro. And the quicker you understand that, the better your dating is going to go. Because when you are in your 20s, bro, you are at prime. That is prime age to be finding a partner. You can find a wife, you can date, you can do whatever you want in your 20s because you have a little bit more freedom. You probably have a car, probably got a job, probably have at least a little bit of free time, maybe on the weekends or whenever you can find it. You have the energy, you know what I'm saying? The only thing you're lacking is the money, really. But I digress. At that age, bro, you gotta just understand that there's certain things that are just out of your control, man. Certain things, man. Like, for example, I'm 5'9", right? If I'm wearing shoes, maybe 5'10", whatever the case may be. I've never thought about my height. I've never been insecure about my height. Some people may say I'm short. Some people may say I'm tall. At the end of the day, I'm me. At the end of the day, there's nothing that I can do to actually do anything about my height.
And that's the thing I want to say. Don't change yourself to try to get in a relationship. Meaning, like, don't be insecure about yourself. If you a short ass person, embrace being short. If you got a mole on your face, embrace that mole on your face. Like, he basically just saying embrace who you are. Don't try to, it's okay to upgrade and be attractive, right? But don't change who you are. Don't be insecure of your features. At the end of the day, you still have to love who you are, who God created you to be. That's basically what he's saying.
Bruh, I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, there's nothing that I can do. Now, there are still factors that you can control, right? Like I said, how you're perceived is the most important thing to attraction, right? So, for example, if you let's say that you let's go back to the Asian man, right? And I only keep going back to the Asian man because that's who's in this post, right? So let's say you an Asian dude. If you an Asian dude, but you hella jacked, you tatted up, whatever the case may be, you are going to be seen as more masculine than the average Asian man. Probably not as masculine as how the black man is perceived, but it's going to be up there, right? If you a black dude and you wear do-rags and you got hella tattoos, you tatted all the way up, you're going to be perceived as on the more masculine side, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you got a beard, you're going to be perceived as... So there are certain things that you can control, right? Like, if you can grow a beard, grow a beard. You know what I mean? If you want to be perceived as a little more masculine, you know what I mean? You can go the tattoos route. Or you don't got to get the tattoos, but at least be in shape. Have some facial hair. Do something that will make you appear more masculine. Now, why is this important to look more masculine? Because we know that these are things that women actually like. They like a dude that looks more masculine, right? Because not just for the look, right? People think that just looking masculine is just it, bro. Understand that there's a deeper thing to this, right? Yeah. They want a guy that looks masculine because it represents something. It represents you having your shit together as a man. It represents you being able to take care of a woman. You know what I mean? It represents you being able to handle certain situations. It represents you being able to handle when somebody come and rob your house. When somebody try to test you. When somebody try to harm your family. When somebody tries to do something against you and your family. You being masculine. You having a masculine frame. You looking masculine. These things are indicative of what you may do if you would end up together. Now, it doesn't always equate one-to-one, but that is how they view things, bro. That's why it is very important how they perceive you, bro. Right? So, with that being said, this is what I want y'all to take away from this video. If you are in a situation where you have a limiting feature, right? Whether it be your race, whether it be your height, whether it be I don't know, it's a bunch of things that's out your control. Whether it be your facial genetic, like how your face is shaped, how your face looks, you know what I mean? If these things are limiting factors for you, if you feel like you are insecure about these things, bro, this is my best advice to you, gang. My best advice to you is to get comfortable with whatever you have.
No, for
and
real.
Whatever, that don't mean that you can't go after the baddest looking female in your area, or whatever the case may be.
Y'all for pursuing who y'all want to pursue. Like, you see a bad female, go up and talk to her. Don't be scared. Like, she might reject you, she might fuck with you. But at the end of the day, it's better than taking a chance and being scared. Don't be insecure. Don't ever be insecure about yourself, because females can pick up on that insecurity shit quick. If they feel like you don't got no confidence, you don't believe in yourself, you got no type of aura about yourself, the female not gonna rock with you. Real spill.
She might be 6 foot. At least make an attempt. At least make an attempt. Because at the end of the day, it's better to make an attempt, because you can always possibly splash. Pull up from deep, bro. You can hit the three. You never really know. You might as well just go for it, because at the end of the day, what is really a rejection? Who cares if you get rejected?
No, for real.
You might as well just go for it. And whatever you're able to attract, that's what you're able to attract. You got to have an it is what it is kind of mindset. You have to have a whatever happens, happens kind of mindset.
No, for real.
All you can do is control how well you do. It's just like playing a sport. If you playing basketball, you hooping, right? All you can do is control how you hoop. You can make a good pass, make a good shot, but if your team not online, the shots just ain't falling for the rest of your teammates, then it just ain't gonna work, bro. You can't do everything yourself. You can't win every game yourself. If LeBron can't win every game himself, what makes you think you can? In other words, bro, if the most attractive guy in the world can't pull every female, bro, then what makes you think you can? You're going to come across rejection. You're going to come across girls that not rocking with you. And it's largely based on factors that you can't control. But the things that you can control, do them the best you can. Stay well groomed. Get haircuts. Get hairstyles that match you. Dress well. You know what I'm saying? Dress presentably. And that's all you can really motherfucking do. Other than that, bro, it is what it is, man. But anyway, that's all I got for y'all in this video. Let me know what you thought down in the comment section.
The last thing I'm going to say when we're going to end this video off, stay true to yourselves. At the end of the day, whoever watching this video, stay true to yourself. Do not change to please other people. Please do not do that, because that's the worst thing you can do. You losing yourself when you do that. Take care of yourself, y'all. No cap. I'm going to see y'all in the next video. JUAN Reacts out, you did.